I counted.
because I was the crayon.
Hey, you guys, it's Tuesday, July 12th, and tonight we are talking about transition. And Kelly's with us. She is going to share all the things about catalog transition that you need to know. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Kelly. I'll spotlight you, and the floor is yours.
You'll spotlight me. Oh, look, my
Oh,
face.
you're spotlighted.
Hello, spotlight. Hi, y'all. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kelly Dodds. I've been I'm gonna age myself. I have been with Scentsy for 10.5 years. Ouch. I've been a director for 9 of those 10.5 years. And I love transitions. I like change. I'm one of those crazy people, which is really funny because I have really bad anxiety, but change is something that I can handle. I get really bored about month 4 of a catalog. So for me, change is always welcome. It's a shakeup. Plus it lets me get some of those items that we mark down into my customers' hands for less. So I'm here to talk to you about catalog transition. What is it? How you can use it to your advantage, some tools and supplies and things that I use, and some things that I don't use. So what is transition? For some of you who are maybe new to Scentsy, we do this twice a year. We get new catalogs. Typically it's August 1st through February 1st. They shook it up on us once and it didn't stay. So we call it transition month when it's the month before the transition. So July and January are normally our transition months. And it's sad to see the decisions that they make to see products leave. But in this case, it helps us with Scentsy Club. And since there's an incentive for the brick by brick that is Scentsy Club based, it's going to help you with that as well. It lets us get some new stuff in. Maybe we had some things that didn't sell very well for us and we get to get some new stuff in that way, or things that are absolutely geared towards one season. We get to cleanse that and bring a new product. I love that they give us all this information on the workstation. So most of what I'm going to talk about, you can find on the workstation. I have a Google Drive that I'm going to share with you. And then I have 2 Canva, and I made this folder specifically for you guys so you could access it. And then I have 2 Canva links, and I'm going to drop them in here now because my ADHD will forget if I don't do it now. I will talk about it and completely forget to do it. So we're going to do it now. I am going to preface this by I don't claim the 2 Canva links. They are doctored from other people's, but I've absolutely changed them. The coloring is different and the complete card is different on the second Canva link. So I made it my own. You can change it in Canva. Canva is something where you can utilize it for free or you can pay for it. So that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. If you don't know what Canva is, that is an offline conversation, but you can Google it, you can YouTube it as well. Okay, so those are in there so I won't forget. So first off, in that Google Drive is the link to the virtual catalog, because sometimes people have a hard time finding it on Workstation. So I've put it in there so that you don't have to go search if you don't want to. I have also included a copy of the new release Rub and Smell. If you can't utilize Canva for some reason, it's in the drive as a PDF. And then the discontinued list. So this is probably my #1 tool for this transition month. Is I want to make sure that all of my customers who wanted any of these warmers or who love any of these scents and wax get them, or any of the products that I can't get them to add in Scentsy Club, get them stock up on them. Then I want to talk to them about building a Scentsy Club. And all of this information is in the reporting section of your workstation now with the sales reporting. So you can go to product history report. It's product history report, and then there's another one, a sales report. One of them lets you search by a product name. One of them just shows you what your customers have bought. So go through those. This list goes away July 31st, but if something sells out, it could go away sooner. So you definitely want to utilize this. I always print one of these out to have with me if I do any kind of vendor event, if I do any kind of home party. I'll print multiples of it out so I can pass it around. So if somebody sees something that's on my table, but they can't buy it right then and there, they know that they have until July 31st to buy it. Again, these leave. Everything on that list is leaving. So recognize what's leaving, because somebody will message you on August 1st asking for squeeze the day or jammy time or just breathe. I might be a little upset about it, but somebody will message you and say, hey, do you have that? Or, hey, do you have that Carolina Coast warmer? I really want to get it because I have a beach themed house and it'll be gone. I know, I'm sorry. Some of the, like, I love Squeeze the Day so much. It's in my club, but like I use it in cleaning products and this is how I feel. Again, I don't think I can stress enough Scentsy Club, Scentsy Club, Scentsy Club with that list. Some of these are big name items that we sell, right? Like we have never in my history been without Sunkist Citrus. I've been in for 10 years. I've been a customer for 13 years. And as long as I can remember, Sunkist Citrus has been in the catalog. And it was the shock of Mocha Doodle leaving 1 year to see Sunkist Citrus on that paper. Sugar cookie too. It's 10%/20% off. We've never done 20% off of discontinued items. So that's another perk of them purchasing the discontinued items right now. It's an extra 10% off. The 10% off for July is everything except for licensed product, charitable cause, Perfect Scentsy systems, and I would say consultant kits, but look, they gave us a half off consultant kit this month too, which I've never seen happen in a July. So they've definitely given us some things that I think are logistics makeups. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys are taking advantage. That transition kit, it's larger than the Hostern kit a little bit. It's not, I don't think it's the full kit that you would normally get, but it does still have the transition testers in it. So they get the spring summer kit testers and they get the fall winter kit testers, I believe, in this kit. So it's pretty cool. We even have a decent amount of consultant store items discounted this time. And then normally LTOs don't get discounted. It depends. They're normally priced as announced. I do think we have some in clearance. So if they're looking for LTOs and clearance, that's where I would go. For a discount, go to clearance. Personally, things that I would buy right now, business supply wise, you can get a 25 pack of this new, first off, look, it's got a puppy. If you know me, you know that makes me so excited. This is the cutest dog. It's got pumpkins. This is my house. This is my house. Anyways, I really like this cover. This is an inviting cover. This is a friendly cover. This is a cold cover. This is a, like, people are blurred. They're not, the relationship's not the focus. This is inviting. Sorry. Anyways, I really do love this cover. These you get 25 for $10 and either 80 or 20 cents. I don't remember. I think it's 10.80. That's cheap for catalog. That's really cheap. So I get these for sure. I normally get about 3 packs to start out with. So that's 75 catalogs. Do this based on your business and based on your budget, but this is the time to buy these because they're discounted. They're normally $12, so you're saving almost $2. I buy the sticker set the $30 sticker set, and that's what this is for. I posted this link. It's in the Canva link and it's also in the Google Drive, but I get all the stickers and I do this and I put them in every single catalog. I also take them to my events and hand them out in event bags. I also put them in all of my party packs. So I use a lot of stickers. So I think I bought 2 of those so far. I printed on a printer. I get the thick paper. That's a Karen trick, Karen hack. Get the HP thick paper. I just print it with a regular printer, and then it prints 2 to a sheet, but I've cut them all so I can't show you. And then I cut them. So manual labor, where I have my assistant. I do have an assistant. She's got COVID. I cut these myself. I stickered these myself. That makes me a proud panda. But I definitely think that you need the sticker sheet. Now, if you don't, I was about to say, if you don't want to use a PDF in Canva, you can download it as a PDF and you can print it. You can change that. So you can change how you download it. If you just use the Google Drive, it's going to pop up as the PDF. There should be a printer as long as you have a printer attached. If you don't have a printer attached, go to the library. If that doesn't work, you can print from Staples. I tend to overthink the question, so if I haven't answered the question yet, ask it a different way. Catalogs and sticker sheets are 2 of my must-haves, but I have props. This is the transition tester set for this season. I just pulled them out of a box. This set. I like to try to do at least a party a week. And I like to have at least 4 of these sets available to me. I have 4 full-size sets that every single season, take testers out, pour testers in. So this is the set. It's $19.20 right now. So I definitely recommend how you work your business. Get as many of these as you need. For me, I need 4, at least 4 sets of these. So that's what I got. But I try to do at least 1 basket party a week, and that's why. I also need to have at least 1 set on hand in case somebody wants a sniff session. So transition testers. The other really cool thing is if you can't afford to get all the bars to do samples, you can buy one of these and you can pop these babies out and you can either cut them or you can put them in a warmer and you can dip nail felts in them and you can send samples. I think my assistant said one of these makes about 40 nail felts. So I haven't tried that. I have cut these up and I have successfully cut one of these up into about 20 pieces. So I like the testers a lot. Okay. 1080 catalogs are 1080. I found where I wrote the price down. Let's see. Did I miss anything? This is here's the other thing. I don't have a showcase brochure to show you because I don't use them. They are larger, they are thinner. You get way more of them than I think you get. It's $5 for 25. So your money goes further with a showcase brochure. But the showcase brochure is this size. And it's normally stapled unless they took it out, and it's a couple pages thick. It doesn't have the bundle and saves, and it's hard to mail. So I don't normally get those. What I do get, which is not in the store currently and won't be back until 8/1, is the product lists. The product lists come in a stack of 3. They're 3 pads. Yes, if I do a fundraiser, I buy showcase brochures. But most of my fundraisers are Scent Circle fundraisers, which I print forms. I don't do showcase brochures for those. And fragrance flowers. So which again, printing forms, not showcase brochures. If I ever have a full catalog fundraiser, I have used showcase brochures. I like the product lists for events. And I am an event person. I like the product list for party packs. Do I have one of those in here? No, because I wasn't gonna talk about them. So I didn't bring one down, but I have a Mylar-ish kind of bag for party packs, and the product list fold. They are so cost efficient if you're just starting out or if you're on a really tight budget. You can make product lists work for a party if you absolutely have to, as long as you know the bundle and saves. Because they're going to hand you your order forms at a party and you're going to need to know how to bundle them, but they won't be on the product list. So that's the one downfall to product list and showcase brochures, is that there's no bundle and save like documentation. But if you know them, you know how to fix it and you know how to do it. They're real easy for mail because they lay flat. They fold into the size of a business envelope. I don't have one of those over here either. I only have card envelopes. You can fold them down to this size though, and they'll mail because they're flat. So they are also normally $9. They're not on the store. So last I checked, they were $9 for 3 pads, and I think there's 50 sheets per pad. So you get 150 sheets for $9. Cameron, I don't know the answer to that question because I've never printed a product list. You can print the consultant start guide. So normally I would suggest getting the consultant start guide so that you had it, especially if you're going to sponsor. They made it digital, so you don't need to print. I'm looking right now because I don't know. It looks like the spring summer one came in a format PDF. So yes, I think it would cost more in ink to print 150 of those than it would to buy one though. Especially if you add them to a party that qualifies for free shipping, because you can do that with some of the supplies. But yes, it's not there for fall winter right now, but the spring summer one is there. So I would assume that they would follow suit. The product training guide. I buy a product training guide every single time that we have a catalog transition. There is so much valuable information that you can learn from a product training guide. It tells you different things about the warmer, how the glazes are done, how the techniques that they use to get certain like visuals on a warmer. I always get one. I definitely recommend it. They're $2 normally, so they're super cheap. I like to give them to my team, like as my leaders promote and things. So that's pretty cool that they can learn too. It's educational and it's cheap. So post join brochures if you need them. Sometimes they're on sale, sometimes they're not. I have not looked, but the host join brochures, if I'm out, I'll get new ones. They're not, for me, it's not a necessity so much. I do a lot of my sponsoring on the internet and I can send digital copies. So for me, that's an extra. If I need it for an event, I'll do it. But other than that, I'm not a person that buys a lot of extra branded stuff. So stuff I wouldn't buy. So if I wouldn't buy for this, I'll buy them for like my mystery bags, like shoestrings, lip glosses or lip balms, pins that are kitschy pins or keychains. That kind of stuff's not necessary for a catalog transition. If you want it, great. Yes, the host brochures do change. If pertinent information changes, then it will update, Cameron. If it's not pertinent, it will not update. So we'll probably see a new host brochure. I would hope that we would see a new host brochure with the documentation of that $350 switch. So if you need to update your host brochures, you may want to buy one. Again, I use most of those digitally, so the digital copy should be updated. Yeah, so like the kitschy stuff I buy if I want it, or I buy if I want to put it in a mystery bag. It's not something that I need for transition. A lot of times for transition, I try to stick to what I need for transition. The thing I need for transition is for my customers to know the discontinued list items are going away. I need to know that these are secure, whether I'm using them for sampling, whether I'm using them to get them into sip and sniffs, whether I'm using them to get basket parties, home parties. If I had to buy 3 things, if I had to limit it to 3 things, it's the testers, it's the catalogs, it's the stickers. Everything else is an extra, depending on how you work your business. If you cannot afford the catalogs, you switch to what you can afford, whether that's the product list or the showcase brochures. But if I'm bare minimaling you, those are the 3 things you absolutely need to have. Even if this is just a set for you, this is a $20 investment that you need for you, and you need to either work the business to pay for, or you need to cut out a couple Starbucks or Dutch Bros or whatever coffee it is, or maybe there's another habit. I'm a coffee addict. Maybe it's I don't buy a lipstick from Ulta this week and I pay for these, right? The value that those have can change your whole business. They can cause someone to sign up as a consultant underneath you, and that could be your next rock star. If you don't have these and somebody else does, they could go sign up underneath that person, and that could be their next rock star. Your host will thank you for these as well. Plus, you can break these up. If you can't afford to let them all be out at the same time, you can break them up into packs of 10s, packs of 5s if you do online parties. And that way they still get a chance to sniff some stuff. So you can also, like I said, make little samples out of them. So, okay. My top 6 Canva. These are my favorite scents that are in the fall winter catalog. This is my fall edition. So for the first part of this catalog, these will be what I print out. I will print these myself. I will digitally put this in Facebook parties as one of my posts. Like if you're looking for a 6-pack idea, here's my faves. I like to take some of my friends' faves and make pictures of those and put them in my parties and go, don't like my faves, here's some other opinions. Because I'm a baked goody vanilla person, and I have 2 friends in here that are not. One of my friends is a fruit person, and one of my friends is all over the place. So she likes what she likes. Just to make Nomi's Day, Winterberry apple tea is on this list. So anyways, so that's my top 6. You can edit this however you want. Pick your top 6. There, replace my QR code. Don't forget, don't leave my QR code on there, because that will just be bad for you and not for me. The new releases, you can change the color of the word new release if you would like to. There's a spot for you to add your QR code, but that is this sticker sheet. This is really light. This can be mailed as well. For a stamp, they went up, just an FYI, on the 10th. Thanks, post office.
Kelly, I saw something that I guess my director had posted, and I think it was from the directors group. And it was really neat. It was like all the new release bars on the one side, and then it was like her, I think it was like her top 6, but I can't remember exactly. But there was a QR code on there, and I think it was like scan this to text me or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the QR code though was.
So I know there are some people doing newsletters in that format on Canva. So
whatever it was really cute.
Yeah, there's some pretty cute stuff that comes from the Canva group. If you're not in that group, it's Canva Boss Babes.
Leah's on here. Leah,
Canva Scentsy Boss Babes. Ignore the fact that they use the term babes, I guess. But there's a lot of fun stuff in there. Normally, if it ends up on the director page, it ends up in there as well if it's from Canva.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, unfortunately, so I'm not sure what it is, but it sounds like a newsletter.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's like along the lines of that. But yeah, that was really cute. I like the whole sticker sheet though thing. That's awesome. My customers really love the stickers.
I want to bring up, Amy made a sheet that has stickers of discontinued scents. So if you have, like I have this pack of stickers of stuff that's retiring. Well, not Coke, not Clementine. That one's staying, but like Paradise Petals, right? I
She's
can
showing it.
totally add this to a postcard and say going away and get rid of all of these extra stickers of Paradise Petals that I have. So don't be afraid if you end up with extra stickers from sticker packs. I'm just gonna sticker the crap out of postcards and hand them out at events to get rid of these.
Yeah, love that.
But that's Amy. Good job, Amy. Kudos, because I definitely didn't come up with that. And I definitely have leftovers of some of these. So gonna use those. Does anybody have, yes, if I have any of those left, Pat body oil, I think she used all of them. Anything that she had left. Does anybody have any questions that I might have missed from the chat? I think I just saw somebody ask for the Google link again.
I don't
Yep.
see any other questions that you've missed, though. I've been trying to follow them. I think you've, oh, how do you print that stick? Oh, you answered that. Nicole was asking, how do you print the sticker sheet? You
I think
answered that earlier.
I overanalyzed, answered that question.
Well, yeah, I don't think you overanalyzed it, but you did answer it.
I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything that I wanted to. If you miss, okay, so there have been trainings from Sarah Walker on the Scentsy Consultant Facebook page and Camilla Forrester, who's an SSD who's super smart. Both in the past week and a half, I believe, on this topic. So if I didn't give you enough information, Sarah did a 15-minute training. And then I don't know how long Camila's is, to be honest. I watched it, but I lost track of time. Realistically, know your budget, because that is the number one thing you can do during transition is, this is my budget. It's my hard stop. Everybody has a hard stop where I can spend this much. I can maybe spend a little bit extra, but I have to stop at this point. I only have this much money to spend before you go into the money that's supposed to be for your family, and know what you can cut off. I've told you what I would absolutely not cut. Everything else is an extra, and do what you can above. The catalog comes out to 43 cents a 25 pack. The showcase brochures come out to 20 cents a 25 pack. And the product list, if they were available, would be 6 cents per product list, in case anybody cares about that.
Kelly, I have a product sheet.
I
Mine's
also,
folded up.
thank you. I appreciate that. Shannon's got the product list if you've never seen it.
Do this to me.
Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it.
I just fold mine, and they fit in an envelope when I fold it, just like this.
Yes, they fit
What is
in.
that a number? What do y'all tell me? It's a number what envelope?
I think you said you had a number 10.
It's a number 10.
Thank you. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
I think that's
You
it.
can,
I
you can
think I,
undo me now.
Oh, you want me to take you off the double spotlight? Okay.
it was the sales report is the product history and the reorder report. The reorder report. Sorry, I forgot that one in the heat of the moment. I didn't talk about the season sales kits because they're not necessities. If you want them for your business, great. I can tell you right now, I would much rather pick out the warmers that I get, that I like in case I get stuck with them, than have the home kit. They have value. You get PRV off of them. If you do events, they're great to have. But if you're doing your business where you run either home parties, online parties, or Facebook parties, hold a party for yourself or do pre-orders, use the credits, get the product for free and half price for yourself. Do a party for yourself, be your own best host. That's money that if I don't have to take out of my budget, I don't want to. I may buy the bar kit that has all the bars in them so that I can do a live or like a VIP live or a live to smell them. But you also have the tester kit, which is way cheaper than ordering all of those bars. So again, if you're looking to save money, do the tester kit. It's cheaper. You can still smell them on your VIP live. You don't have to have those bars in your hand if you can't afford to have those bars in your hand. If you really like one of the scents, like vanilla mint, if you're a vanilla mint person or a fluffy fleece person and it's in there and you want that kit early, I don't know, and her fluffy fleece, like get those because they bring you joy, and especially if you have the budget for them. But if you don't like them, don't get them. If you're worried that you're not going to sell them, don't get them. You can use the scent that you like in a product and advertise it the same way. Now I'm done, I promise.
No, it was fantastic. And I couldn't agree with you more. Spend family money on family, not on Scentsy. Spend Scentsy money on family, not reverse. And if you find that your budget is so tight that you can't afford those basics, you have the opportunity to sell some more this month so that you have the commission so that you can do that.
Yes.
So there's always a way.
If push comes to shove, when I first started, I took the old catalog, I put a label sticker that said, this is old, contact me for new, and I gatekeeped the crap out of my new catalogs. Like I used the first year I was in Scentsy, I used the same 25 catalogs for every single party I did. And I asked the host to make sure that I got all but one copy back. The host could have the copy that she needed, but I needed all the rest of the copies back unless they absolutely could not or did not want to give them back, or they hosted another party. If that person hosted a party, they could keep their catalog. And that was budget. That's what I had the first year I was here. As it grew, I became able to purchase more, and I became able to know what I wanted to do with them and with my business, and it became easier to get these out of my grasp. But you do what you have to do, but you need to grow. So the product lists are where I would go if you don't have the money for catalogs, for sure.
Yep. This was fantastic. Any final questions? And you can unmute or you can drop them in the chat if you have one.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah,
You're
thank you,
welcome,
Kelly.
Karen. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for moderating, Karen. I'm sorry you're there, but
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm here. I'm supposed to be in Alaska, you guys, this week. So, but we had to cancel. So, yeah, a little bit of a
I'm
bummer,
thankful you're here.
but it was a health issue for Steve. So, it's okay. It happens, and we'll go another time.
oh, and if
Kelly,
you ever get to go to a Karen retreat, you can make one of these.
hey, I was actually looking at your background, and I was wondering if you would explain to them your Scentsy Spirit Sash.
Oh, you want to? Okay. Yeah, I will. Just be shocked that I have one because it means I talked to somebody I didn't know. So let me see if I can bring it down. Okay, so this is old. What year was this? This was St. Louis, 2015. I get this year mixed up all the time. It was either 2000, it was the year of Atlanta.
Megan said 14.
I was thinking
14. That's
14
right.
or 15. I don't
Okay,
remember.
so it says on it, show me your Scentsy spirit. It was our 10-year Scentiversary, so it was probably 14. And you had to get 3 of these little badges from people with different numbers, and then 1 big badge And if you got the big badge, you also got the sash that the person was wearing. So I was the last person to get this sash with the big button. And so I got to keep the sash and bring it home with me, plus all the buttons. And you had to do something that showed Cincy spirit. So that means I showed Cincy spirit 4 times and people watched me do it.
Did you hug people?
I did not hug people. There was no hugging. If you got a hug from me in SFR, you were loved, or I was on tequila. One of the
I got more than one.
You're loved, or I was on tequila. But so this is that I took this as an incentive trip. So this was my first incentive trip, I think, too, on top of it all. So it was pretty cool to be recognized by someone. Unfortunately, this person's no longer with the company that gave it to me, but I made a friend because of what I did in the end. There was a girl who her phone had died and she didn't have a charger, and I overheard her conversation, and I had a wireless charger with me and I let her use my charger. So that was
Karen, there's
cool.
another question.
Yep, I see it. So final question in there. Do you know how many testers are in the full set compared to the transition set?
Oh, that's a
Oh, I
great
never
question.
counted.
I would say I don't know how many there are, but I can answer the basics of it.
50-ish in the transition, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how many are in it. The full set is everything that's in the fall winter catalog. The transition set is all the new fragrances and all of the returning fragrances that were not in the spring summer catalog. So it's going to be anything that wasn't in the spring summer catalog.
They don't tell you a number either.
Yeah.
On
It's
the
a-
I mean, you want me
pretty
to go
big-
get them and count?
No, I'm not doing that. Have fun though.
I ain't got my shoes on. I can count.
Oh, that's true. Kendra's telling the truth. I definitely, Kendra definitely got a forced hug, but it's okay. There was eventual consent. I keep little knickknacks. So the stuff behind me, like this is from New Orleans leadership. I made this. This is my boot camp picture. I don't know where I am on here, but I'm on here somewhere. This is from Hawaii leadership, and it says 2020 director. I have the very first workshop I ever presented. So I have the focus on the 5 facilitators guide up there. You can't see that. Velada. I started Velada, I think right month or 2 after I started Scentsy, because it was the warmer of the month. And then my boot camp name tags up there. And
You're
then
showing your age with Belada.
this is from Karen Retreats. That sign that it's blocking is from doing a training for a Canadian team. And then this was my very first 5K in 2018. It was in Anaheim at the Scentsy family reunion in Disneyland. So that's what's behind me that you can see. It's my little shrine. So, but go to a Karen Retreat because there's almost always an arts and crafts project.